FREEish. My name is Tanita and I make videos so that you can learn real everyday English. Because February has Valentine's Day, the topic for this month is love and relationships. Today we're going to have a look at 2 idioms that we might use when we talk about this topic. So the idioms that we will cover today are absence makes the heart grow fonder and love is blind. Sliding into our first idiom for today, let's take a look at love is blind. So what does it mean to say love is blind? So let's have a look at the word blind. Now we know that this is an ability or disability where one cannot see the world around them, right? They're not able to perceive things with their eyes. These people we normally call blind. But we can also use this word when somebody doesn't quite notice something. And that's kind of how we're using it in this idiom. Love is blind really means that somebody is so in love with someone that they might not see any of the flaws or things that could be wrong in the relationship. And that's why we use the term blind, because it means they don't see these things, these problems or flaws or anything that might be negative in the relationship because there's so much love for that person. This can be used in the affirmative and the negative, but we generally use it, or commonly more use it in a negative way. When we say that somebody has a relationship and love is blind, we normally mean that they don't see the things that are really bad or wrong for the relationship that could be very negative for that person. They're so in love that they don't realize how this relationship could be damaging. Let's take a look at an example of how we can use this idiom. Imagine that you have some friends who are in a relationship, but you notice that there are some things that are really negative about the relationship. Like maybe he always has mean things to say to his girlfriend, or maybe she's always shouting at him because he doesn't get things right. Okay, those are 2 really negative things that we could find in a relationship. So we could say, I know they have been in a relationship for some time, but they really are not good for each other. You know what they say, love is blind. So that's a bit of an example of how we could use it. We're using the idiom to emphasize that even though they've been in a relationship and it's not actually a really healthy relationship, love is blind, so they continue with their relationship. Sometimes love being blind can actually be a good thing because it helps us to get past the little things that might be bugging us or frustrating us in a relationship. So when love is blind in a good way or affirmative way, it can actually be a really good thing because it helps us to realize that nobody is perfect. Okay, so let's get to idiom number 2 for today, which is absence makes the heart grow fonder. To understand this idiom, we do need to understand the word fond or fonder. Fond means to like. Alright, so instead of saying I like ice cream, you could say I am fond of ice cream. It's an alternative synonym for the word like. So when we say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, we mean that when somebody is absent for a period of time, sometimes they can make our heart like that person more. So some relation therapists or gurus often say that absence from the person that you love can actually be healthy in a relationship. In some relationships, couples actually schedule time away from each other because it's said, as per the idiom, that by being away from each other, you can sort of reappreciate that other person. Your love can grow stronger because you are away from that person. So it's almost like a moment of realization of how much you enjoy being with that person and you sort of just love having a life with this person. Sometimes we get so stuck in our relationships and we get so into the day-to-day of a relationship that we forget the things and the reasons why we're in that relationship or with that person in the first place. So that little bit of absence can help you become fonder of that person. And that's sort of where the idiom comes from. How can we use this idiom in an example? Imagine that you have some friends who might be going through a bit of a difficult time in their relationship. You could give them some advice and you could use this idiom. So let's take a look. You know, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe you guys should spend a little time apart and see if that helps. That could be a good example of how we might use this idiom. We can use it to give advice, but we can also use it to talk about any given situation where a couple might be separated. So those are our 2 idioms for today. We had a look at love is blind and absence makes the heart grow fonder. Interesting question. Do you think absence makes the heart grow fonder? Do you think being away from your partner actually helps you have more love for them? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. If you didn't know already, my longer or bigger videos that I release at the end of every month do come with a free worksheet. It's great that you're here learning English, but it's even better if you practice and review what you learn in these videos. Without that, learning a language can take a lot longer than maybe you planned. So I highly recommend downloading the free worksheets. They cost you nothing except your email, of course. But I highly recommend downloading those worksheets and doing the exercises so that you can really get your English to the next level. If you like my videos, remember to subscribe and like them. And also hit the bell notification so that you know when I release a new video. I hope you found this video valuable today and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful day and a great week. Bye! Good boy. Okay. We are recording, yes? Yes, we are recording. It's not too bright, is it?